Okay, let me try to check if I am in the right angle. Okay, hi guys, how's it going? I've been trying to make videos since 2023. I haven't been, how do you say that? I haven't been being constant for some reason. I can hear only my voice. Let me play some music. Okay, we're better now, I think. I've been trying to make videos, but for some reason, it's just hard for me. And I thought one of my first videos in my channel was my makeup routine because it's something easy to film. So I'm gonna make an update of that video because now I like to, that video was for a full glam or a full coverage makeup. And now I like to go with a more simple makeup. Sorry, I'm looking to my left the whole time because I'm checking the mirror. I have two mirrors. I have one mirror on my left, and one and another mirror on my. What was the point? My point was that this is an update of my makeup routine. Okay. First, let's just start with the video. I don't want to keep playing around. This is very affordable. You can find it at Whole Foods. It's a very thick and hydrating moisturizer. Let me apply a good amount all over my face. Let me apply a bit more on my forehead, on the back of my neck too. It needs to stay hydrated so it doesn't look dry. You know, it's always very important to moisturize your neck. Makes you look so fresh. My makeup routine changed and improved a lot. And I use the same products. I still have the same products. Let me put this on. Okay. I'll need to keep the hair away from my face. Okay, this is looking good, I think. I only shaved and exfoliated my face because, of course, that makes your makeup look better if your skin is clean and exfoliated. And with no hair. I grow hair everywhere in my face. I grow hair everywhere, just everywhere. I don't know if you can see anything. Just go ahead and take a look, but look. Okay, you can see shed now, but I don't care that much about hair now because I don't use any powders and thick layers of makeup. That's what makes your hairs pop out and see through the makeup. But okay. I have my beauty blender here. Please don't look at it, okay? I haven't changed it in a year. I'll get a new one very soon. But first, I start with this setting spray from e.l.f. But I'm not gonna use it all over my face. I'm gonna use a bit in my finger. And I'm gonna apply that under my eyes. I know, there are special products for under eyes to do the base, but I don't have a budget to buy a specific product for my under eyes, so I'll use the same one that is for the whole face. That's how I prep my under eyes, with this setting spray that you can use before and after your makeup. Let me play something I actually like. We can start with the real makeup now. So for my eye bags, what I do is that I use my foundation and I mix it with my concealer. They are two different shades. Look. This is darker, this is lighter. So I get a bit of the concealer and a bit of the... Oh, that's more than enough, I think. This is what I do. How do I show this? There you can see the two different shades. Okay, I mix that with my finger. I mix it and now I apply it. And I'm gonna leave the rest here because I'm gonna need it later for the second layer. So what I do now is that I let it dry a tiny bit and I start blending it out with my finger, with the same finger that I just applied it. It's a lot. So let me clean my finger. But actually, I think that I've been sleeping better than I used to. So my under eyes are kind of disappearing. Kind of not disappearing, but you know. It's important to bring the concealer to the inner eye here. This will make you look more awake. Okay, now that this is kind of blended, I'll go for the second layer, but I apply it not that close to the waterline. No, I'm gonna apply it way here. I actually never get really close to the waterline. You have to kind of apply your concealer. What is the song? Wait. I actually like to leave a line of my natural skin under my bottom eyelashes. And now I just apply a dot. And I only blend it in that area, in the main part of the eye bag. And now I bring it down to the side of my nose. Okay, good. And now with the rest of it, I use it for my beard. But just like this, look. No more than that. And what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna use a couple dots of foundation for the rest of my face. Just like that. Can you see them? Actually, a bit more of foundation. Why not? I have this mark because I got rid of a word and it left this mark, the treatment. Let me see if I can put a tiny bit of foundation. Let's let it set for a bit. And we can start blending this. I wanna forgive all of them now. And I didn't put any product in my eyes. I only use what's in the sponge. And I like to barely apply makeup on my nose because my nose is very weird. Every time I apply makeup, it's like very noticeable. Only in my nose. Like, of course it's noticeable in the rest of my face, but in my nose is where you can tell the most that I have makeup if I put something on. Maybe because I have a lot of pores and blackheads on my nose. So if you apply makeup on top of that, it will look very weird. And I'm gonna blend these two, and I'm gonna go with a second layer. I like to put two, a bit of here. Now I need a tiny bit more under my eyes. Let's make this combo again. And only a dot of this. Okay, and again, I'm gonna do a thin layer of this. And I'm gonna put the rest here to highlight this part. Oh, I like it more now, yes. Yeah, this is what I wanted, yeah. I can see the difference, I don't know about you. My face looks different with makeup, of course. And I like to bring this here to create kind of a lift. Okay, now you tell me if you can see the line till my makeup goes. I don't know if you can see it, hopefully not. It blends well, but the back of my neck is darker than my face and it's darker than my back. So I'm gonna check if... Oh no, it's fine. You cannot see. This is what we are trying to do. To do a makeup, no makeup. And at the end, it really hurts when I do this, but at the end, I like to go with a beauty blender a tiny bit around my eyes. But that makes it look more natural. But I don't like it because, I like it because I'm removing the excess of concealer, but at the same time, I'm removing a tiny bit of the product because it's not the same thing blending with a sponge than blending with your finger. But the only part where I use my finger is for my under eyes. Now we can move on to powders. To bronzer, but I use the powder. I go crazy with bronzer, to be honest. Because why not? Especially here. Here is where I go crazy with bronzer to create the line. And I go like this in circles. Again, a lot. And now here. And then I bring it up to the ear. And then I go like this in circles. And let's keep getting a lot. Shake it off. Now the other side. I kind of like to tap it first like this, just to leave the product there, and then I start blending it. I think it looks better on this side. What do you think? Okay, and here I don't apply that much because it's more obvious. Here I already have the natural shade. And then blend. Tap, 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 tap. Shake it off. Tap, 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 tap. Blend, 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 blend. A tiny bit of my forehead, just a tiny bit. I don't need it. It's only to make everything look normal. Like I have bronzer here, why I wouldn't have it here? Here's where I like it the most. To snatch my face, and then I bring it down to the nose. I don't like follow anything to do my nose. I just like to put a lot of bronzer in the bottom so it looks kind of lifted like this. Because look, oh wait, look, my nose is like that, but I wish it was like this. Just like that, a tiny bit lifted like that. Oh, that'll be perfect, just like that. Wait, we're almost done. Now we can move on to, no, actually we can spray my face now. I have everything on. Concealer, bronzer, not this time though. Let me try to do a tiny bit of blush. This color goes well with my tone, look. It's like a peach color. I use this small brush. And then I go like this. This is not the perfect brush for this. But I just like to apply it like this. It's so childish, but I like it. Now, before we use the setting spray, let's make sure we blend everything together. It's looking very nice. I like it. Can you tell the difference? Can you tell the difference between before and now? I do. And I like it, how it's looking now. So, let's shake this. And this is, it makes your skin looks very glowy. I don't like it that much, but the matte, I think it makes your face look very matte. So maybe I will get the matte version. Maybe I will get the matte version and I use this as my primer after the moisturizer, and I'll use the matte for the end. Because if you use this before you start your makeup, your skin will look really glowy. I can promise you that. I don't want to read the ingredients, but makeup is makeup. Makeup is a lot of chemicals in your face still. I mean, who cares? I mean, I care about my skin, yes, but I'm doing makeup. Only 3, 4, 5 pumps? Pumps? No, this is water and it sprays, so it's not pumps. 5 sprays? I'm not counting. Can you see that it's glowy now? Look, or no, there's no difference. This is very important. What I like to do is that I grab a wet wipe for skin, but it's not for my skin actually, it's for my lips. Look. I clean my eyebrows and I carefully clean my eyelashes. You have to be very careful for this step because I don't wanna rub the foundation and the other work that I already did. I just wanna get all the products out of the hair. Oh wait, another thing that I like to do is this. I grab more bronzer with this brush. There you go. It's already black because I use it for when I do my eyeliner, but I only put a bit of bronzer and a tiny bit in the outer corner, just like that. Now we can move on to eyebrows. I only work a bit in this part, and then at the end I like to draw a line, and that line I like to blend it up with my finger, just like that. I think it works. Look, you see? Who needs a brush? And then I clean here, I clean here, I clean here with a clean finger. And then I do the tail. Okay, I think my eyebrows are great. So the next step is a bit of Vaseline. And I curl my eyelashes. I can do that without a mirror, I think. I mean, I don't have to get closer to the mirror for this. There we go, the other one. I use two products for my eyebrows and lashes. First, I have this that is really old. I mean, still working and still has product inside. And this is new. This is a waterproof. Oh, it doesn't even have a name. This is just a mascara. I like to do this. Look, I have the brush and then I grab the other brush too. I actually try to clean this one off product and then I get product from this one, but a tiny bit. The first time that I grab product, I use it for my eyebrows because I don't like to go with that much products on but I like when my eyebrows are thick, and I always start from the tail and then good. And with the rest of it, I use it for first I get some more and I use it for the bottom eyelashes. Another reason why I don't like to apply too much product on my eyelashes is because when you apply any type of product to any type of hair, it makes it look matte. And if my eyelashes are looking thick and matte, of course it means that I have something on. So I like to go with a tiny bit of product, even though I just put a ton of it. So let me try to remove a bit of it. Let me take this off. Is there any difference from the beginning till now? There is a lot of difference. I would like to put a tiny bit more of blush. Let's do that. Call me when you miss me. But I'm gonna clean the big brush. I'm gonna use this one. And now it's wet. So I'm gonna use this, my own skin. Toop, toop. No, it doesn't look natural at all. I put too much makeup, and now the blush is making it look even more noticeable. Actually, fuck it, I like it now. What do you think? I think that the only difference is that the first video was in Spanish and this one is in English. Oh no, wait, I'm almost done. I'm not done, I'm almost done. There's still one step left. The last step is getting my hair a bit how I like it, which is the curls in front of my face and a bit defined and a bit messy too. This is the last step. Look, this honey melting lip. Can you see that beautiful color? Look. And look how it looks in my lips. Okay, I'm done. Do you like it? You like the way it grew up. Let me do if I can do the rap. You know, mistake. Let me get the lyrics. Call when you're on this way, go. Got me better, put him in rag, go. You like the way I move. You like the way I groove. Drop pennies on, I'm boozy. He like the way I'm choosy. Don't wanna go or stay. Keeping me on all day. Fixing me, I'm no toolie. Keeping me on no groovy. I slip, you slide, I whip, you drive, you lie, I trip, we fight. I steal, you sell, I buy. Drip, life, taking me up on a ride. Lemon Patron, yeah, yeah, you got me gone, yeah. Face so pretty in a facelift, slide around, memory on the late shit. I'm so big, you could bake it. Got it so big, what we make it. You gon' bring down, but in town. When I can do this and I can't, breathing lower. You could eat, I could eat slower. You like the way it moves. Groovy. Totally, yeah. Yeah. D-O, and I do the most when I hop on the dick. Talk that shit when I drop in his back. And he know I need lush when I fall in the mix. Get that motion and fall in the blaze. And he's been motion and fall in the whip. Got that way, keep them all in my hip. And I'm doing the most for ya. Doing the most for ya. I didn't do a good job actually. Let me do it again. Tuli. And I do the most when I hop on the dick. Talk that shit when I drop in his plate. And you know I need lunch when I fall in the mix. Keep that motion and fall in the blaze. And I keep that potion and fall in the whip. Got that way, keep them all in the escape. And I'm doing the most for ya. No. I mean, the lyrics are nasty. But, I mean, it's music. D-O, and I do the most when I hop on the dick. Talk that shit when I drop in his plate. And you don't need lunch. And he don't need lotion when I fall in the mix. Get that motion and fall in the blaze. And he spit the poison all in the whip. Got that wet, got that wet, keep it all. Got that wet, keep it all, man. Get that wet, keep it all. Got that wet, keep it all on my, keep them all on my head. And I'm doing the most for ya. It's such a short verse, and I can do it. Of course, I need a lot of practice with English, but. D-O, and I do the most when I hop on the deck. Talk that shit when I drop. Talk that shit when I drop in his plane. No. My neighbors are listening. Bye.